Hi guys, so I came across a recent post there it was actually on LinkedIn, and it was talking about zero accidents in the workplace, and a culture in the workplace where they're aiming towards zero accidents or zero incidents in the workplace. And the debate was about whether this is achievable. And people said yeah it was, and other people said no it wasn't, and I would be one of the no, it's not an achievable goal. So when you're setting out these goals, if you follow the SMART acronym, is it specific, is it achievable, is it realistic, is it measurable, and is it time bound? So in order to have zero accidents or have a zero accident culture in the workplace, you're basically, from a time point of view, you're basically logging every day that there isn't an incident or an accident in the workplace. And if you're logging these days and the days start to grow out and grow out and grow out, where you're getting to high numbers, into the treble figures, or even to the double figures, into the treble figures, what's inclined to happen then is people don't want to disrupt that figure on the board. They don't want to show that there's been an accident in the workplace, and therefore they don't report the incidences, or they don't report the accidents, and therefore the figure grows, but it's not a true figure. It's unrealistic. What should happen is, instead of looking for a zero accident report form, you look to create a safety culture. And a safety culture is where people are encouraged to report accidents and report incidences, and not to find the zero, because the zero only happens if people are not involved in the workplace. You can't have zero accidents and humans. They don't work together. You don't know whether a person's coming into work having had an argument at home before he left, haven't had an incident of road rage, haven't had an incident of not being able to pay his mortgage, and his stress levels are up. And all of these things will bring a different type of person into the workplace, who is working under stressful conditions and are inclined to make mistakes that they might not make on a normal day where they're not under stress. You can have incidences where people are being pressurized because production values are more important than safety values, and they're being driven by production, and they're being made work harder and work quicker and fix things. And then you get people that become complacent in the workplace and are just used to it because this is the way it's always been done, and that can't be allowed to happen. So finding that zero accident is very hard, but providing a safety culture where people have the autonomy to correct people, where people have the knowledge that and the lack of fear that when they report an incident, it's not going to be something that they're chastised over. It's going to become part of a learning process. So what caused the problem? What caused the accident? What caused the near miss? And what can we learn from this? And does that person now need to be retrained, or do they need some continual professional development? But they don't get chastised over it. It's not going to be an issue where you may lose your job. So the encouragement, any accident is seen as a learning process. It's not seen as something to chastise someone over. It's a learning process, and a culture builds. But looking for zero accidents in the workplace is going to lead you down a wormhole where you don't have buy-in from people, and they won't report the incidences, and you have no ability to learn from mistakes. So going forward, I would say build the safety culture, and don't aim for unrealistic goals that are almost unattainable. Okay, thanks for that, guys.